Academy Titans and the Mitchell Marauders. And we will check in with the men calling tonight's action, Barry Reed and Walter Johnson.
We will look at the current league standing in football, volleyball, softball, and men's soccer. And we will be joined by our special guest, Luis Garcia.
Let's get started, shall we? Tonight's matchup features the Classical Academy Titans of head coach David Bervig going into Barry Gary Stadium to take on the Mitchell Marauders of head coach Archie Malloy. This is only the second meeting between TCA and Mitchell, with the Titans winning the game last year. In last year's game, the Titans were led by the junior tailback Andrew Register, who accounted for over 225 total yards. TCA was ahead 14-0 at half, winning the game by the final score of 36-8 at Titan Stadium.
Classical Academy finished the 2012 regular season with 9 wins and 1 loss. The loss to Pueblo Central in Week 10 created a 3-way tie atop the 3A Southern and gave the Bulldogs the league title, but TCA was still able to earn number 4 seed and the right to host the Delta Panthers. The Panthers shut out the Titans 21-0, ending their season 9-2. The Titans have quarterback Janzik Riles returning and his backfield mate Andrew Register. Register carried the ball last year 145 times and finished just shy of 1,000 yards, rushing, finding the end zone 7 times, and is a threat catching the ball out of the backfield. His numbers are down slightly this season, but he will shoulder a large share of the load offensive last year against Mitchell. His 165-yard rushing and 68-yard receiving saw him the end zone 4 times in the blowout victory.
The Mitchell offense, which had trouble scoring early in the 2012 season, found itself averaging nearly 20 points a game in 2013. Mitchell, in its 0-3 start, has struggled to find the kind of offensive consistency they needed. They have allowed an average of 40 points per game and, while the game is still in doubt, have been unable to get a needed stop to seize on the opportunity to forge a lead. Marauder tailback Jamal Williams has stepped into the tailback position and in 2 weeks has rushed for over 350 yards. Against Pueblo County last week, he topped 200 yards rushing for the game in 22 carries and 3 touchdowns. He is also a threat out of the backfield, catching a touchdown pass last week as part of his 4-touchdown day. If Mitchell is to earn its first win of the year, it must stop Register and create a running room for Williams.
Now let's begin with the gentlemen who will bring you the call of tonight's game. High above the 50-yard line, Barry Reed and Walter Johnson.
Thank you very much, ladies. And partner, we've got us a ball game. Mitchell got to get off the schneid sometime. TCA, no better time to do it, although the Titans 1-1 this year after going 9-0 before that loss in Week 10 to Central, as was mentioned in the pregame show. Archie Malloy, got this new tailback. Can he spring him for enough yards and enough touchdowns?
Well, he better. well, he better tonight, Barry, because this TCA bunch coming in, they're pretty good. Pretty good football team, really balanced. They're going to make life miserable for Mitchell unless Mitchell can keep up with them on the scoreboard.
Let's look at the keys to tonight's game, shall we, for TCA.
Well, TCA, we just mentioned it, Barry. They want to run the ball effectively. They have a very, very balanced offense. But they can throw it a little bit. Coach Malloy made a point to tell us that in the pregame. Just because they look to run the football doesn't mean they can't pass it. So they want to do that. They want to stop the run on defense because they know if they stop Jamal Williams, they're going to force Mitchell to go to the passing game, and they're not convinced that Mitchell's passing game can beat them. And of course, as any coach will tell us, Barry, TCA said they cannot put the ball on the ground and have Mitchell win the turnover battle.
Got to win the turnover battle. That has been a struggle for Mitchell in the early season. We send you now back to Carolyn and Ashton for the rest of the pregame show. Ladies, take it away.
Thank you, Barry and Walt. We will be back to you for a kickoff in just a few minutes. Now it's time for our weekly look at the league standings for football, volleyball, softball, and men's soccer.
Pueblo East got back on the winning track last week to take the early season lead in the 3A Southern League, with TCA needing one win tonight to keep pace with the Eagles. 3A Southern Central defeating champion Discovery Canyon and Coronado both improving 3-0 with his winning last week, and are making league a two-team race. The Thunders and the Cougars have a Week 10 matchup looming. In the 4A Pikes Peak League, two teams played last night. Falcon improved 3-0, gaining half game on Sand Creek, while Mesa Ridge had its game against Cheyenne Mountain postponed until Saturday due to rain, and Pine Creek lost to Columbine. In the 4A Foothills League, Pueblo Centennial took a game lead with its win against Kennedy. Pueblo West looks to keep pace against Montrose, while four teams look to garner wins, stay just a game back. Doherty has looked impressive in 2 games and has shared the top of the 5A Pioneer League football standings. As league plays, the Spartans visit Castleview, while Legend hosts Palmer.
Take it to the court, the latest volleyball standings show. The 4A Pikes Peak League is being led by Lewis Palmer Rangers. The Lady Rangers are undefeated and have yet to lose a single game. Defending champion Cheyenne Mountain is 1 match back. Coronado is still sitting atop the 4A Colorado Springs Metro League, standing in spite of the loss last night to Air Academy. The replay of this match plays this weekend and early next week on the District 11 channel at 6 a.m. and 2:30 p.m., both Saturday and Sunday. The defending state champion Doherty Spartans continue atop the 5A Colorado Springs Metro League, and Sergio Rangel has his Palmer Terriers off to a 4-2 start as well. We will have Palmer visiting Doherty live October 10th on the District 11 channel.
Making our way now to the Diamond for girls softball. Woodland Park went 2-1 this week, including a victory against Whitefield to join Mesa Ridge atop the 4A Colorado Springs Metro League. Coronado defeated Mitchell for their first league win. The 4A Pikes Peak League has new leaders this week, as defending league champion Discovery Canyon and Air Academy are undefeated in league play. 4 teams are just a game back. In 5A Colorado Springs Metro League, the Rampart with small percentage lead over 10 wins, Pine Creek, who's taken the field 3 more times than the Rams.
Now we make our way to the pitch for men's soccer, where the 4A Colorado Springs Metro League is still led by Harrison, who went 1-0-1 this week. The big mover of the week was Whitefield, who went 3-1 to move into second place. Air Academy posted 5 wins this week, including winning their own cadet kickoff tournament, and remained perfect on the season to lead the 4A Pikes Peak League, while Cheyenne Mountain slipped to second, going 1-1 on the week, giving up their only goals allowed in 2-0 loss to Pine Creek. In the 5A Colorado Springs Metro League, Palmer sits on top alone as Doherty went 0-1-1 in games this week. Doherty and Palmer face off here on the District 11 channel October 2nd. Rampart and Pine Creek have 1 loss each.
Now time for a quick break. When we come back, we will be joined by our special guest, Luis Garcia. You are watching the District 11 High School Football pregame show on District 11 channel.
Welcome back to the District 11 High School Football pregame show here at Gary Berry Stadium. It is my pleasure now to be joined by Luis Garcia. Tell us how the Mitchell soccer team is doing this year.
We're doing all right. We starting off pretty bad. I think we'll pick it up in the end of the season, though.
How many new players are on the team, and what was the adjustment like?
Well, I was a new player, and we got like 3 or 4 new players, and that really helped the team out a lot.
What does the future of Mitchell soccer look like?
The future, we look pretty good. I think we can win state probably. We'll see what happens.
Let's go down to the field now as referee Dave Tyree has assembled the captains for the coin toss.
Huh? When? Whenever. Whenever, if you want to. All right.
Doing the Bronco game this weekend, so we're really honored to have him. And I'm Dave. Okay, so his tail is a head. Head to the tail. Tail. It's called tails. It is a tail. We won. Okay, where do you want to pick? Okay, go ahead and put your backs over here. Good luck, guys. Have a good one.
We will be taken to the booth for kickoff of tonight's game. Our time is up. Thank you for tuning into the District 11 pregame show. Along with Carolyn Weibel, I am Ashton Rohr. High school football straight ahead here on District 11 channel.
Gary Berry Stadium, the place to be. Barry Reed, Walter Johnson. Tonight it is the TCA Titans and the Mitchell Marauders. Partner, I think we're going to see a good ball game tonight. I think this Mitchell running game is in good hands despite the loss of Aaron Wright.
It is. Jamal Williams has done a good job. And Barry, don't sleep on Preston Williams. That's one name I want to throw out there to you, too. The young man had a pretty good football game last time we covered Mitchell, and I think he's in line to have another one tonight. The Marauders will kick off first to start this football game as TCA won the toss, Barry, and they have elected to receive. So they want to put that offense on the field right away and see what that offense can do against this Mitchell defense. And that'll be an early test for Coach Malloy, too, to see if his defense can maintain the kind of defensive discipline that he told us was going to be very important tonight for his team if they were to come out of here with a victory.
We'd like to take this opportunity to thank Louie's Pizza for providing dinner for the staff and student volunteers. Here bringing you tonight's broadcast, Louie and their Straight A program, which rewards your students for their academic success. Our thanks to Louie and all the folks over at Louie's Pizza for all they do for the students of District 11. We are underway here. The ball skips along the ground. It'll be picked up at the 10-yard line and straight up through a big hole come the Titans. Nice move to the inside, dipping out. This is Reese Plattenberg, the 5'11 sophomore, and he is going to set TCA up at the Mitchell 49 to start the game. Great field position in this opening drive for the Titans.
Not a bad way to start a football game, Barry. Get the ball at your 10-yard line and bring it back into the opposition territory.
Jansen Riles, the quarterback, the 190-pound senior, out into the flat, stepped into and almost intercepted. And
it is.
On the ricochet, Andre Savoy comes up with the first turnover. Turnover battle was one of the keys tonight, and Andre Savoy, great job of concentrating after the catch with the interception. And Mitchell has the ball at their own 47.
Anytime the ball is deflected, Barry, and watch this, to see it's tipped there by the Mitchell defender, and defenders are going to be swarming around the football. So Mitchell gets the first break of the game.
And a break for TCA as TJ Johnson actually tripped up Savoy as Savoy was diving over him for that interception. Otherwise, Savoy had room to run, so Mitchell with it. And the give off to Williams, and Williams is going to be met and thrown for a loss. With the tackle for the Titan, that is Joshua Dillon, the 6 foot, 220-pound senior. Loss of a yard on the play. It will be 2nd and 11 for the Marauders.
Coach Malloy said he's going to go with the one that brought him to the dance tonight, partner. So we're going to see a lot of Mr. Williams running left, running right, running up the middle.
And that is his cousin Preston, the fullback. Quick slant out to Russell is going to be intercepted going the other way. That is Kyle Jacobs. And Jacobs weaving his way back inside at the 15, and he will be brought down. A 35-yard return on the interception. So, first pass of the night for Phil Savoy.
And Savoy raises up, Barry. There's another tip. You got when you throw that pass, Barry, you've got to throw it outside so that the defender having inside position won't be able to reach his hand up and tip that football. Either your receiver catches it or the sidelines catches it. If not, the result is an interception, and TCA is set up in pretty good field position.
TCA at the Mitchell 19. They'll run sweep this side to register. Dipping in, dipping out, reaching for the pylon. No signal yet. They're going to say out at the 3. And that is, check that, Nick DeRay, the 5'8", 150-pound junior coming around this near side. So DeRay with the first carry. DeRay just 6 carries for 3 yards coming into tonight's game on the season. Of course, Register is the main ball carrier, 24 carries, 128 yards on the season. 145 carries, just under 1,000 yards last year. In motion, give it to Register up the middle in a big hole and into the end zone for the touchdown. 1:16 off the clock, a pair of interceptions, and TCA on top by the score of 6-0.
Mitchell got the first break of the game, Barry, but watch TCA capitalize on the break it got. Registered right through the middle of the Mitchell defense to score that touchdown. And folks, we're working, we've got a telestrator issue right now. We're working on clearing that up for you.
Kyle Jacobs on for the extra point. And up and good. So TCA jumps out to the 7-point lead. We are a minute and 16 seconds in here from Gary Berry Stadium. There you see the TCA bench. Not too terribly excited after that first touchdown. Business as usual. They expect more. So we will see how the Marauders will respond. And 2 weeks ago, Mitchell had a couple of answers until late against Erie. They will send Williams back with Johnson.
The biggest thing right now for Mitchell, Berry, we talked about this morning once in previous games. All right, you got a little adversity going. You had a turnover. You got to score it on. Remember, it's the first quarter. Just play the football game now. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just play football and see what happens. And we'll see if that'll do. Best team on the field tonight, Barry. Dave Tyree will be your referee. The umpire is Paul Fichette. Craig Robinson is the head linesman. The line judge, Fred Zerker, and John Whitten will be the back judge. Best team on the field tonight, Barry, no matter how well these two teams play.
Kyle Jacobs on to do the kicking duties. High kick, going to change Chase Williams back into the end zone, and it is a touchback.
You know, I chuckle, Barry, because last year TCA had a kicker who was currently down at the University of Auburn, Southeast Conference, by the way, ranked number 1 in the nation last year. And so I asked the coach here earlier, I said, well, you're going to miss that kicker, right? He said, well, maybe not. We've got a young man who was number 25 in the nation last year, just couldn't get off the bench because of the kicker that they had. And he showed you already
Daniel
that
Carlson.
Yeah, he already showed you why that leg of his is pretty strong.
The Titans have the number 3 and number 25 ranked kickers in the country. Williams comes to the outside, and he'll break it for a 10-yard gain. With the tackle is Peter Troop, the 6'1 junior. But it will be a first down for the Marauders. And it's a good thing that Troop got a hold of Williams when he did, because Williams had a whole lot of green to run.
And he's got a lot of speed to go where he wants to go once he gets out there too, Barry.
Give off again off the right-hand side. Williams brought down after a gain of just more than 5. Pressuring on the tackle, Charlie Culvert, the linebacker, 6'2 junior. This TCA team at the beginning of last year put a 42-7 whooping on Coronado in week 1. Went on to a 9-0 start, only to lose to the Bulldogs of Pueblo Central. Central claiming the league title.
And I believe
TCA a 4 seed, losing in that first round. Williams again. Side to side running, and now running straight ahead up to the 39-yard line. Just shy of the 40. It will be 3rd and 1.
I believe in the first game of the year this year, Barry, the Coronado Cougars exacted a little revenge.
Beat TCA handily, 16-6 was the final, but Coronado turned the ball over 4 times inside the 10 of the Titans, but came away with a 16-6 victory. Savoy keeps it straight ahead, and he'll be ahead for the first down. Good news on the injury front for the Mitchell Marauders. Savoy is in there at quarterback now, but TJ Conklin will return. The junior was knocked out in that Erie game early, and Savoy was pressed into the duties as quarterback. But Conklin is back tonight. Justin Paul, the lineman, working on a sore ankle, but he is going hard. Out there on the right side of your screen, number 57 is Justin Paul, heavily taped up, wearing the knee brace on the left knee. It will be a short gain of 1, bring up 2nd and 9 for the Marauders. And a slow, meticulous drive is exactly what the Marauders should be looking for right here.
Well, it becomes an ally for them, Barry. Mitchell's a team that likes to run the football. We're not sure about their passing game. First pass they threw was intercepted tonight. So it benefits them to establish a running game and take some time off this clock.
Raheem Stafford split to the top of your screen. Dante Russell to the bottom side in a big hole. This is Preston Williams. And Preston Williams is ahead inside the 45 of TCA for another Mitchell first down. Call it a gain of 12 on the carry.
The name I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Barry. Keep an eye on number 4. Jamal Williams isn't the only one in the Williams family with a little bit of talent for running that football. Preston wasn't too bad either.
They are cousins, and Preston in the opener had over 200 yards against La Junta. But has moved back to the fullback position in favor of his cousin. TCA, great penetration. This is going to be a loss of 5. Knifing in there is Peter Troop. So the Titans bringing a run blitz. They'll mark the ball at the 49, loss of 4, bring up 2nd and 14.
When you allow a team to get that much penetration, Barry, there's nothing any running back could do to make something out of nothing.
2 receivers to the right, eye in the backfield. Here comes Johnson on the reverse, cuts it up. Has a little bit of room to run, but he will be wrapped up by Dakota Yorkowski, the 6-foot junior linebacker. Yorkowski had an interception last week, preserving the victory for TCA over Evergreen. Makes his first tackle here tonight. Gain of 4 on the play, brings up 3rd and 10 for the Marauders.
I think the Mitchell offensive staff, Barry, just wanted to make this 3rd down situation just a little shorter than a 3rd and 13, 14, so they wanted to run that.
They're going to roll Savoy out to this side with a little protection. Russell, the intended receiver, and it'll be through his hands and incomplete. 4th and 10 Marauders, and the punt team will come on. 6:12 left to go here in the first period. Beautiful evening after 2 days of solid rain falling across the Pikes Peak region. And if you were victimized by the heavy amounts of rain in the last couple of days, our thoughts and prayers with you. I've got several co-workers with the district that have had to take some personal time to clear flooded basements. Punt team on for Mitchell. Register stands at the 10. He is joined by DeRay. This is going to bounce at the 20 and go sideways. Register will pick it up at the 15. Now reverses field and get away from 2 or 3 more. Now comes back the other way. 1 man to beat, reverses field again. It's a foot race, and Philip Savoy staying with the play, prevents the touchdown and drags him down at the 18-yard line. So that is a return of 68 yards on the punt, and puts TCA for the 3rd time tonight starting a drive in Mitchell territory.
Register was going to let this punt roll, Barry, and then he saw that the Mitchell special teams were not getting down the field, so he decided to take a chance. Might have got away with a clip there and there. And then he came back up the field, put TCA in great position.
Give off to Register up the middle, works his way down to the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 8. Bring up a 2nd and 2.
Still having some telestrator issues, folks. We're working to get those worked out.
So now TCA stacks the line on the right side, puts 2 receivers to the left, Little reverse around that side and a wide open lane to run. That is Peter Troop, the 6'1 junior, in for the touchdown. And TCA capitalizes a very short drive of 18 yards as Troop capitalizes from the 10. And it is 13-0.
Not the start you're looking for if you're Coach Malloy and the Marauders, Barry.
Jacobs on for the extra point. And Preston Williams has to come off an equipment problem with his helmet. And the kick is up and good. So 14-0 here, 5:10 to go in the first quarter.
Take a look at that touchdown run, Barry. Now watch how wide open this left side of the Mitchell defense gets it. That one player that overran the play, and once he overran it, it was easy for the offense to get that ball in the end zone.
Archie Malloy talking to his return team. And once again, Mitchell facing a little bit of adversity that they have faced before that we talked about.
Well, one of the problems you have playing this game, Barry, is special teams. And people don't realize how important special teams can be to you. And right now, the Mitchell special teams are going to need to tighten up just a little bit. Special teams, one of the reasons that TCA was able to get that last touchdown.
68-yard return by Register. If you'd like to own a copy of this or any of the action we bring you here on the District 11 channel, 3 ways to do it. By email at channel16@d11.org, by phone at 520-2269, or you can log on to d11.org and place your order online. This is an angle kick, and it's going to turn into an onside kick, and TCA will recover it inside the 20. It stayed inbounds, and Mitchell was unable to handle it, so David Burbick goes for the onside kick. Goes for the angle kick, which basically turns into an onside kick, and they are on top of it at the 19 of Mitchell. So a stolen possession by TCA after the muff kick by the Marauders.
Now what the special team coaches at Mitchell are going to teach these young men as they watch this film, anytime that ball on a kickoff is in the air like that high, just fair catch it. As you see, the first play from scrimmage for net, no yards.
Register goes into the middle and is swarmed under, no gain.
You can call for a fair catch on a kickoff, and the kickoff team has to let you have that when the ball is that high in the air. And I'll go over the difference between that and onside kick in a second.
Now back to pass across the middle. Completion is made and instantly dropped down by Russell. That was that was Nick DeRay with the reception. They'll spot him at the 10. It'll be a gain of 9 and bring up 3rd and 1. Quickly to the line. And Ryle somehow gets the ball back. He was hit before he made the handoff, but finding his way into the end zone is Peter Troop. Troop coming around on that little bit of a reverse, and Ryle's got hit very hard. The ball was free, made it to Troop, and Troop made his way into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown. This one from 10 yards out.
Let's see what you're talking about here, partner. Now watch when he goes back to. Oh, the defender actually had him, but didn't bring him down to the ground. And the running back, Troop, was quick enough to realize that his quarterback needed help. I don't think that was the original design play, but his extra point's good. I
think it was supposed to be a forward handoff, but
I believe so. And then
great
Troop's
improvisation. And unlike in previous times, there is no more forward lateral. Right. That is a forward pass.
That's right.
And it will actually go as a touchdown pass for Jansen Riles. as you take a look at the Mitchell huddle there. They find themselves down with 4 minutes to go in the first by the score of 21-0.
Give that TCA coaching staff some credit. Now, while we got a second, Barry, let me talk a minute about that onside kick as opposed to why he could have had a fair catch on that play. On the onside kick, if you'll notice, when teams onside kick, they hit the ball into the ground. Because once the ball hits the ground like that, then obviously the team cannot go for a fair catch. Once that ball's kicked up into the air, though, whole different issue. The receiving team can then ask for the fair catch at that point, and the kicking team has to honor it.
Big distinction between the two attempts, and that, again, is just a designed angle kick that so many teams, especially in the District 11 crew, used because they couldn't find somebody to put it into the end zone. Here, TCA used it in a different means, as Jacobs can surely get it into the end zone, as he shows here. This will be another touchback. Mitchell starts at the 20 as Jacob puts it into the black grass beyond the baseline.
We'll call that the Eichmann grass. District Athletic Director Dave Eichmann was the person who thought it would be a good touch to put the black grass around the field. I think it looks pretty nice, too. It adds a little bit of touch and a little bit of class to it.
Like framing a beautiful picture, it just adds that little, actually matting a beautiful picture. It frames it up nicely.
Nice touch.
The track acts as the frame.
So we'll call that the Eichmann grass for now.
Preston Williams with the handoff up the middle, and he is going to be swarmed under by the middle of that TCA line. Getting a hold of him early was Ethan Clark, the 5'10", 210-pound senior defensive lineman. Pickup of 2 on the play. Mitchell faces a 2nd and 8. This is Jamal Williams cutting it outside, finding a seam. Brought down deep in the backfield by one of the linebackers. That is Jimmy Ambule, the 6 foot, 190-pound senior. But Jamal Williams is out to the 34. It'll be a gain of 12. And there you see some shifty footwork before Ambule chases him down.
With misdirection, he wanted that defense to go to its left so he can cut back to its right. Worked for 10 yards on that play.
Mitchell was able to get 3 first downs on its last drive and moved the ball before they were stopped. Williams again with the carry. This time he's out to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 6, bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Marauders.
Williams looks like one of those backs, Barry, that as the game gets, as you get into the game, he starts heating up a little bit. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
Beautiful night for football here at Gary Berry Stadium. Temperatures warming into the upper 60s. The rain hopefully will hold off. There are some showers. The last bit of that monsoon flow making its way from south to north. Jamal Williams ahead for a gain of 3 out to the 43-yard line. It will be 3rd and 1 for the Marauders.
I wouldn't have gave you a plug nickel that we will be playing tonight based on what we thought was going to be happening tonight. Last night it was a torrential downpour.
Fortunately, we were up on top of the hill in one of the few safe places in town up at Coronado doing volleyball against Air Academy. And Phil Savoy with the quarterback sneak picks up his 2nd first down of the game on the exact maneuver. Mitchell moving the ball once again. And of course you can watch that Air Academy Coronado game. We had some technical problems that cut that broadcast off in about the middle. It went four games in the set or in the match, and great action. The replays on that at 6 and 2:30, and then it'll show on Monday and Tuesday. Monday at 4:30 and Tuesday at 7 p.m. Off the right-hand side, gain of 1 for Williams. It will be 2nd and 9 for the Marauders.
See if we Marauders can sustain this drive here, but it's going to be a very important drive for them.
Williams with a little stutter step, trapped in the backfield, strong enough to get near back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be only a loss of 1, bringing up 3rd and 11. Great penetration by this TCA team.
The TCA defensive line, Barry, is doing a pretty good job right now of getting penetration. And I'm not sure if they're playing gaps and the Mitchell offensive linemen aren't quick enough to get out there with them. But they're doing a very good job of getting into that backfield.
TJ Conklin, the quarterback who came over from Wasson, who suffered bruised ribs on a massive hit against Erie, is available tonight. Phil Savoy in there now, rolling out to his right, looking for the center receiver in that flood zone set, but jump up and making the reception. I believe that's Jamal Williams out of the backfield. But Mitchell needed a few more yards on 3rd and 11. They got to the 48 of TCA, but that is going to be 3 yards short and bring up 4th and 3. And that is the end of the first quarter, and a great one for TCA. 21 points, 2 touchdowns for Troop, and registers one as well, 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. And TCA looking to improve to 2-1 on the year, off to a fine start, partner.
Yeah, and right now what Coach Malloy has to be looking at as he tries to figure out the rest of this game is it too early for me to go for this now? Down 21-0. The break in the quarter actually serves as a timeout for him, gives him a chance to actually think about this, as you see the Mitchell huddle and now the Mitchell cheerleaders. I don't know if he will go for it. It does not look like the offense is on the field. No, the punt team is out there.
The lightest of breezes blowing here, blowing from the east to the west.
But it was an opportunity for him to at least consider whether he wanted to go for it at this point.
Chase Best on to do the kicking for the Marauders. Depar, Register, and Troop. And this one's going to be sharply out of bounds. It's going to be a short kick, net of maybe 18 yards. They will spot it at the 28-yard line, and for the first time tonight, TCA will start in their own end of the field. At the 28, they had started 4 previous drives in Mitchell territory at the Mitchell 49, the Mitchell 19, the Mitchell 18, and the Mitchell 19 again.
Let's see, we got a whistle here. I think Mitchell wants a timeout there.
Mitchell.
Archie Malloy takes timeout number 1 here in the first half. And that is an opportunity to remind you that if you'd like to own a copy of this game or any of the games we bring you here on the District 11 channel, 3 ways to do it. By email at channel16@d11.org, by phone at 520-2269, or you can log on to d11.org, go to the quick link section at the bottom of the page, and then in the order form on the upper left-hand side. That also takes you to our streaming page if you need to watch on the internet because you cannot get to the television. TCA's huddle there, up by 21, looking to put more points on the board. Just underway in the second period here at Gary Berry Stadium.
This 21-0 lead for TCA, but it kind of plays into their hands because they like to run the football a little bit too, and as I say that, they drop back to throw.
Pressure coming and a man wide open. In stride and down the sideline, this is Trevor Bouzier, and this is going to be a TCA touchdown. Riles to Bouzier, and this goes for 72 yards. So TCA throttle wide open and scoring at will on the Marauders.
Well, You give a quarterback time to look down the field, set his feet and throw. Normally, bad things happen, Barry. But he caught that ball in stride, and there was no way anyone was going to catch that young man as he was heading toward the end zone.
72 yards on the touchdown. 27-0 is the lead. Add the extra point, and everything is rolling TCA's way tonight.
You get those, Barry, sometimes when you come out to a game. Now watch the first folks, you're going to watch this again. Watch the protection, folks. Watch the Mitchell defense. So he sidesteps one defender who almost had a chance to get him. But once he's able to set his feet and look up the field, then
1, 2, 3,
there's just nothing you can do if you're not back there and defending the young man. He had a couple of steps on him, and that's all it took. He was off to the races after that, Barry.
So TCA on the season had only scored 33 points in 2 games, 6 against Coronado and 27 against Evergreen in the win last week. Tonight, 28 points, and we've played 12 minutes and 18 seconds.
Where's Gabe Bleaton at? We need to know who. Oh my God. Listen, I understand you got to get some. Come here.
And when you don't have a passing game, or at least not an effective passing game, it gets a little difficult when you get down like this to come back. We'll see how the Marauders offense responds to this deficit, Barry.
And there's the case for TJ Conklin. How healthy are those ribs? A little bit better passer, as this one again will be a touchback. Marauders will start at the 20. But Conklin, a slightly better thrower than Savoy, more of that traditional pocket passer. Savoy is a good passer on the outside, but it looks like Phil Savoy is going to stay in at quarterback.
Is Conklin even dressed tonight, though?
Yeah, Coach Malloy told us before the game, yeah, there's Conklin down about the 43-yard line, number 11.
Yeah, I see him now. I'm sorry.
And just waiting his opportunity. The lack of a passing game makes these Marauders really, truly one-dimensional, and when a defense can cue on that one dimension, it's going to be a long night no matter who you've got in the backfield. This is Williams bouncing it to the outside. Pickup of 5 on the carry for Jamal Williams.
And you're right about that part, because you can watch how the defensive line for TCA is playing. They're not even playing the pass, Barry. They're simply playing a run. They're trying to control the line of scrimmage and then let those linebackers come in behind them to make plays. And that's why Williams finds himself looking at defenders every time he gets close to the line of scrimmage.
Mitchell spreads 3. 7 in the box for TCA, and here they're coming right into the hole where Williams is running. With the tackle for the Titans, that is Kyle Peterson, the 5'11", 205-pound sophomore, on the right side of that TCA defensive line.
A perfect example on that last play, Barry. You just saw the defensive tackles. All they did was stand up and wait for the Williams to come to them. They didn't even bother to think about mounting a pass rush.
Two to the right, 1 in the slot, and Savoy is in trouble. Ball on the ground. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. So that was a case where Mitchell unable to protect Savoy as they do try to drop him back. And it will be 4th and 7 from the 23-yard line.
Absolutely the right call by referee Dave Tyree on that play as Savoy's arm was coming forward. Watch this on the replay, folks, as he goes back. Now watch, see his arm's going forward, and the defensive tackle actually catches his arm as he's going forward, but because the ball came out later, it does not constitute a fumble because of the action with the pass.
We will have to check. I might have to hold that replay and show that to George Demetrio. Some thoughts on that. The punt is away, taken at the 47-yard line. And bouncing his way is Nick DeRay. Now DeRay comes all the way back across the field, picks up a block, cuts it inside, ran about 7 miles, and the return is going to be about 20 yards by the time it's all said and done. chasing him down for the Marauders. Making the tackle was Chris Montoya, the linebacker, playing special teams.
He's a young man, Barry. He can handle that.
And after the punt, TCA takes over once again in Mitchell territory at the 33-yard line. And there has been no signs of, okay, we've scored enough, we're done for the night.
Oh, no. You never play football that way, Barry.
Register in the backfield. Williams comes through. Register sidesteps him, and right up the hole he came shooting through down to the 20-yard line. That is a pickup on the play of 13, but we do have a flag in the backfield, and looks like this one is coming back.
It could be holding.
Dave Tyree with the call. And as you were so fond of saying, when the referee throws the flag, it's never good for the offense.
It's never good. Well, let me rephrase that. It's rarely good for the offense when the referee throws the flag. Let's see if we can zero in on who it may have been. It was doing a little holding in there. Not sure I caught it.
Didn't see anything from that angle down on camera 3. One of our student volunteers running camera tonight. And we have an injured Titan
holding,
on the
number
floor.
52 on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay first down.
Ethan Clark, the 5'10", 210-pound senior, gets up, and now he'll make his way off the field under his own power, jogging.
Holding on to his wrist there for a minute, Barry. Not sure what that was all about, but
Helmet back on. He'll have to sit a play before he can come back in. But the penalty on TCA for holding backs them up to the 47-yard line.
nice break for Mitchell, Barry, because they needed one right now.
1st and 25 for the Titans. In motion, and ball on the ground. Titans, oh, it's still loose, gathered in by the Marauders. Their second turnover gathered in tonight. This time they are in TCA territory at the 48. Coming around on the reverse was Aaron Mejia, the 5'11 senior, and just never got the handoff from Riles. It hits the ground. See who got on top of it for Mitchell.
That's a little scrum right there, partner. Let's see if we can, I'm sure we can quite get who got that.
So the second
See, that
TCA
ball
turnover.
on the ground, and they're right there. That young man right there got the football.
So Mitchell finally starts to drive in TCA territory. Interception now and a fumble for TCA. Actually, the second TCA, oh no, the first one turned into a pass and a touchdown. That could have been a fumble. Give off up the middle, down to the 47-yard line. Pickup of just over a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Marauders. Marauders will send 3. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. No roll, Phil Savoy this way. Keeper, he tucks it in. He'll get down to the 46, pickup of just a yard. There for the Titans was Josh Dillon, 6-foot linebacker. Senior wrapping it up and making short yardage. So 3rd and 7 now for Mitchell. Just outside the 40 of TCA.
See what the offensive staff for Mitchell dials up on this play, Barry.
TJ Conklin down on the sideline, starting to warm up. Don't know if he's coming in or if he's just trying to stay loose.
I think he's warming up to me. And we got a whistle, a stoppage here, and I think Mitchell.
Timeout. Archie Malloy.
For second charge timeout.
While we've got this timeout, we had a chance to speak with Jamal Williams earlier in the week about his surprise change. He spent the summer playing wide receiver and has ended up the lead tailback for these Mitchell Marauders.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get a lot of playing time because when Aaron was here and we were practicing in the summer, he had me at wide receiver. Yeah, so I played like wide receiver until Aaron left. And I was always Aaron's backup. He just came to me and said, "You're going to be my go-to guy now that Aaron's gone." And I was like, what do you mean he's gone? He was like, he just moved to Nebraska and he ain't coming back. I don't know. It's like kind of hard to like learn to go from one position to another, just to like learn it. Yeah, and I have to like memorize that because I won't come out the game unless I'm tired or injured. I mean, it was a big load, but I can handle it.
That's a football player there, Barry. That's a football player.
And just a junior is Jamal Williams, if memory serves right. So another year in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Savoy splits 2 to the left. Puts Preston Williams in the slots. Maybe gets away with a little bit of motion. Jamal Williams with a big hole in the cutback seam. Spins his way down inside the 30. Assisting on the tackle for TCA, Patrick Gigoria.
Want to see something pretty, Barry? Watch when he cuts back into this lane here. Look at no white shirts at all. In fact, if he don't run into his own man, the white shirts still may not have been able to stop him.
Alex Miller trying to hang on for dear life, the 5'11 sophomore, until he got some help. Georgia now wide open over the middle, and Johnson unable to come up with it. Andre Savoy under heavy duress. Knifing through there was Nick Crucy.
And I mean, he was lonesome there. He was.
Johnson in the middle of the field with some room to run. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Marauders. 7:39 to go here in the second. All TCA so far 28-0. They scored 21 in the first. Mitchell trying to answer on this drive after the turnover. Williams with a nice big hole up the middle, and he'll be down inside the 20. So we'll have to look and see what the TCA is doing differently on that defensive line.
Well, I think what the Mitchell offensive coaching staff has realized, Barry, is watch the defensive line for TCA, folks. You see what Mitchell's doing? What Mitchell was not doing earlier was getting them moved. Now they're getting that defensive line for TCA moved, and TCA's called a timeout here, Barry. Guys, we can roll that back for a second and we can freeze it just a little bit. I want to see if I can point out what I'm talking about here. Now watch, folks, when we roll this, watch right here. See how he's pushing him out of there? See, he's got him out. And then watch on the other side now. See how they got him out here? And they cleared all that out, so Williams has a nice hole to run up in through the middle. They were not getting that kind of offensive line play earlier. So I don't think it's so much what TCA is not doing, partner. I think it's what Mitchell is starting to do.
Mitchell with 1st and 10 at the 20 of the Titans. Johnson in the slot, fake the reverse, give it off. The right-hand side, Dakota Yorkowski, the linebacker, makes the tackle on Jamal Williams after a pickup of 2. And so crucial for Mitchell right here. Obviously, you're trailing by 4 touchdowns, but you need to get Mo working for you just a little bit.
Well, you need to get into the end zone, Barry, quite frankly. If you get a field goal out of this, great, get on the scoreboard, but you really need to get a touchdown out of this.
You're talking about Archie Malloy in a kicking game. It's got to be a touchdown. Jamal Williams up the middle, and this time the Titans pinch down. Coming in from the outside to make the tackle was Nick Crucy. And it'll be a short gain. Call it a gain of 1, make it 3rd and 7. Mitchell needs the just shy of the 10 for the first down, so we'll call it the 10 for the first down. Ball spotted on the 17. 2 receivers to the left. Wilson across the formation in motion. Bring Jamal Williams a big hole up the middle. Inside the 10 for the first down, and he'll be dragged down at the 7. Saving the touchdown was Josh Dillon, the linebacker. But Dillon and Troop making the tackle. You don't want your defensive line or defensive backs making tackles on the play. That's never a good sign.
Never. Jamal Williams did a good thing, too, on that play, Barry. When he got that football, he went north and south. And he didn't spend a whole lot of time dancing back there.
Now tight formation, power eye to the left. Williams tries to find a cutoff lane. He's going to be met by Josh Dillon. He'll be ahead for a gain of 1 down to the 6. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. As you take a look in the Mitchell huddle.
Might be a good time to go to Preston Williams here, Barry, because they're looking at Jamal Williams and they're keying on him. Might not be a bad idea to slip that football into Preston's stomach and let him run a little bit and see what happens.
I've got a crazy suggestion. Run a bootleg and let Savoy keep it.
That might work too.
Student body left. You split 2 receivers out, and this is going to be a big loss. Jamal Williams still fighting hard, and he might have been better to just go down, because now we've got an injured Marauder back at the 20. We will see where they spot this. But we have got an official's timeout as a Marauder is injured. Knifing through Joshua Dillon, I believe, for TCA.
Let's see if we can figure out what happened on that play there, Barry. Okay, watch Savoy here. He's going to pitch the ball to Williams there. Now, as they come around here, there might be Preston Williams that's on the ground. Preston, that's not Preston. Let's see.
Now where Jamal Williams is still fighting here, trying to get away. This is where the spot is.
This might be where the actual injury came, right there. I think that's. Oh, he fell right on him. Oh yeah.
Jamal Williams fell on one of his teammates, Chris Montoya.
Right there.
But depending on where they spot this ball, that is going to be a huge loss.
Well, they're going to go
had it 3rd and goal at the 6.
Should be about the 10-yard line. They're going to go where forward progress was stopped, Barry, on that play.
It is Jamal Williams who is getting his helmet taken off. Actually, 2 Marauders down.
Yeah.
So both players that were involved, Chris Montoya and Jamal Williams. Let's take this opportunity to thank Louie's Pizza for providing dinner for the staff and student volunteers, bringing you tonight's action. And there is a good sign for Mitchell as Jamal Williams gets up and makes his way off the field. But we invite you to check out Louie's Pizza and their programs that reward students for their academic success. 5 Front Range locations for Louie's, and we thank Louie and all the staff over at Louie's Pizza for all they do. They are still tending on the field to Chris Montoya, the offensive lineman. Williams has made it to the sideline, and he is back down on the ground, trying to stretch out. And while they are tending to Montoya, there you see Archie Malloy helping his young player up.
He may take him
the left ankle.
They take him to the dressing room. Well, they're going to get him to the bench area, it looks like. What you kind of hope on those plays, Barry, is that you're not expecting to get your legs stepped on. So hopefully this one of those things where it looks worse than it actually is.
Well, so many times you see injury or hustle injuries, as I like to call them. Terrell Davis going after an intercepted pass. One of his linemen takes out his knee and basically ends the career. Tried to come back a couple years, but with the hairline fracture of the kneecap, was never able to return to the Broncos.
Just wasn't the same.
So now Mitchell with it. They will spot the ball at the 11. The forward progress at that point, or the initial stopping of progress. So loss of 5. That's going to make it 3rd and goal from the 11. They're going to roll Savoy out. Throwing for Rogers, and this is going to be pass interference. Dante Russell, flag is out.
That's in the backfield, though, partner. Dave Tyree threw that flag, so we'll see what
have to wait on
that's
the call.
all about. Let's see if we can. Okay, we went too fast on that. Well, it was interference actually, because he was draped all over him.
Trevor Bussier had a hand on the shoulder of Dante Russell.
Yeah, he got a little too intimate there, and for my taste, I think I would have had to throw the flag on that one.
And Dave Tyree with the call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 52 on the defense. The first down.
So Josh Dillon picks up the roughing penalty, giving Mitchell the first down. Half the distance. The ball is spotted at the 5.
There will be a severe tongue lashing for that young man, because I'll get to after this play.
Give it this time to Preston Wilson. Preston Williams. And Williams down to the 2. Gain of 3. Just straight power football. Man on man, see who gets the better push. And it was Mitchell in that case. In the backfield is Marcus Cheney for Mitchell. Preston Williams moves back to tailback from fullback. Cheney becomes the fullback, but they'll put him off in the offset. Phil Savoy straight ahead on the quarterback sneak, just shy of the goal line. As the middle pinches down, getting off is Mitch Miller, the defensive lineman for TCA. The ball just shy of the end zone.
Andre Savoy went in on that one, Barry, and just couldn't lean enough to get into the end zone. I think another quarterback sneak is in order here. Ball's on the half-inch line. Half-yard line, excuse me.
Savoy quarterback sneak, touchdown, Mitchell Marauders. 3:11 left to go before the half, and Mitchell is able to cash on the fumble by TCA, and they drive 48 yards for their opening score, and now they trail 28-6, pending the extra point.
And don't forget the big roughing the passer penalty, Barry, that helped Mitchell on that drive. That's a huge play for Mitchell, and not one that the TCA coaches are going to be very happy about.
With a game of momentum, you don't want Mitchell to have any, and Mitchell just able to cash that in thanks to the penalty. John Moultrie on for the extra point. Holding will be Chris Ruck. It is down and pushed to the left and no good. So 28-6, 3:11 left on the clock, but Mitchell able to crack the Titans defense and draw within 22 right before the half.
That does a lot for a team's psyche going into halftime, Barry, because now Coach Malloy can say there was a positive in that half. But obviously what the Marauders know they're going to have to do a little better than they did here is play a little better defense than they've played in this first half, Barry. The TCA offense has pretty much had its way. So Mitchell's going to have to find a way to play a little better defense.
Moultrie gets ready to handle the kicking duties. Standing back at the 10 are DeRay and Register. Low line driving kick, muffed. Now taken at the 25. Still on his feet, out across the 45-yard line. With the return, that was DeRay. So DeRay was deep standing at the 10, made his way all the way up to the 25 to gather that in. And then just straight ahead after picking up the muff. TCA is in
Once
business
the ball
at
gets
the Mitchell
kicked right
45.
over here, and he muffs it before he controls it. But the muff actually helped him because the Mitchell defenders overran the play, and he was able to get back and get 20 yards out of it.
4-man front for the Marauders. Strapped in the backfield, now breaking away. Legs driving, he'll be out for a gain of 9. That is Register, Andrew Register. They'll spot him back at the 47, so a gain of 8, 2nd and 2. TCA in a little bit of a hurry-up offense. Riles back in the shotgun, give off to Register, and Register is going to get stood up. Good play by the Marauders. No gain on the play. Justin Paul in there defensively, and a man that Archie Malloy is very high on, Tim Allen, the defensive end. Tim Allen, a chance to be a monster as he develops. And now we've got whistles as we had Mitchell across the neutral zone with the motion by TCA. But it looks like TCA may have drawn.
I think they might have jumped, Barry, but we'll see what Dave Tyree says.
They're pointing towards the Tyson.
Dead ball. False start on the offense, number 8. 5-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
So DeRay coming in motion.
See if we can catch the, not sure who it was on that line that moved. Might have been the left tackle.
On the outside.
It might have been a left tackle
outside of our screen. So 2:02 left to go. 3rd and 7 now for the Titans. Double wing formation. Rolling out is Riles, looking downfield. And the intended receiver was DeRay. And it will be overthrown. Bringing up 4th and 7. 1:51 left to go. So TCA still on the attack as you get a look at TJ Johnson. The Marauders wide receiver and defensive back. Mitchell shows that they're coming after the punt. Good protection by TCA. And Russell is going to watch it kick just over the cone. It will be a touchback. Dante Russell back. Had the range to his right to try to field that one. Saw it bounce. Kick to the outside corner. Kyle Jacobs doing the punt duties there. It'll be a punt of 52. And a touchback. 1:41 left to go for the Marauders, trailing by 22. It will be hurry-up time as we take a look at the bench of the Mitchell Marauders, where Chris Montoya is getting some ice to the left knee. We will try to get an update on Mr. Montoya at halftime. So now Savoy in the shotgun. Give it off to Preston Wilson. He drives hard off that near side. Running to the right, short gain. Pickup of 3 on the play, out to the 23. Looking for Jamal Williams down on the sideline, as he came out injured last series. It looks like he is back in the backfield. Give it off to Jamal Williams, right on cue, and he'll be ahead for 2 more, just across the 25. Timeout taken by TCA with 1:04 left to go.
Timeout, TCA.
Hoping to get a stop here on 3rd and 4 and possibly get the ball back, try to quick strike. Let's recap the way this first half has gone. First play of the game, interception on a tip ball thrown by TCA. Riles picked off by Andre Savoy for Mitchell, set up Mitchell at its own 46. And 2 plays in, Andre Savoy returns the favor on a tip ball and it is intercepted by TCA. They return it all the way down to the 19. And to cap off the drive, Andrew Register goes in from 5 yards out. Mitchell's next possession is a punt, and then TCA gets the ball back at the Mitchell 18 after a 68-yard punt return. Troop scores from 10 out. Then an angle kick that was recovered by TCA as Mitchell could not get on top of it. Set TCA up at the Mitchell 19. Troop again from 10, made it 21-0 before the end of the first quarter. Now we have a flag on the field.
Dead ball, encroachment on the white.
TCA with the
5-yard
encroachment.
penalty and first down.
That'll be good enough for a Mitchell first down. Look at it again. Right on top of the ball into the neutral zone. 2 players. Dillon was one of them. And the nose guard, Jimmy Mbul. Run blitz coming once again. Jamal Williams ahead out close to the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 8. Bring up 2nd and 2. Inside a minute, though, Mitchell in the hurry-up offense. And Williams this time is going to be met in the backfield. Dillon knifes through to take him out. Josh Dillon has been a busy senior tonight. 6'2", 220 pounds.
Timeout, Mitchell, their third and final timeout.
And Archie Malloy wants to take it over again. Look at Dillon get the penetration on this last play. Coming just from the center of your screen. Preston Wilson leads up, picking up the other linebacker, and nobody able to slide across and pick up Dillon. So the Mitchell cheerleaders working the student section down below the press area here. There you see the Titans. Again, 9-1 last year. Started off 1-1 this year. Coronado avenged an opening week beatdown last year to the tune of 16-6 this year as part of their 3-0 start. I formation now. Savoy fakes to Preston Williams, gives it to Jamal. A big hole up the middle. Jamal Williams, room to run and a blocker. Russell knocks 2 down. Now Williams cuts it back across. Still on his feet to the 21-yard line. Finally brought down by Kyle Jacobs. 20 seconds. Chain stopped while we clock stopped while we reset the chains. Mitchell already to the line. 2 receivers to the right are Johnson and Russell. Savoy under center waiting for the ready for play whistle. There it is. Savoy's just going to spike it. It'll bring up 2nd and 10, but it stops the clock and saves Mitchell 17 seconds. And Archie Malloy smelling a chance to cut this deficit in half if they can get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion here with just under 18 seconds left to do it. Talk about a momentum swing after it was all TCA running out to that 28-point lead. If Mitchell could answer with back-to-back touchdowns. And throwing for Johnson in the corner of the end zone. The ball is overthrown. Johnson pays the price. Archie Malloy looking for a flag for unnecessary roughness.
Ball, please. Ball, please.
3rd and 10 for the Marauders. Ball at the 21-yard line. Russell will split to the left. Jacoby Chambers to the right. They're going to throw to the left for Russell. Russell cuts in front of the defender and cannot come up with it. Chase Hall, the 5'7" sophomore defensive back, able to get over and break that up. But a nice adjustment by Russell to get in front of Hall. Just unable to come down with it. Now it is 4th and 10 from the 21. 7 seconds left to go on the clock. Taking a look at the replay. You see just how close that was. Dante Russell able to get some hands on it, just unable to pull it down. So now Savoy in between the Williams. Two receivers left, Johnson and Russell, waiting for the pass, and it's going to be over the middle and intercepted by Hall. And Hall on the run with a convoy brings it to the near side. And he will be brought down at the 33-yard line, but a 33-yard interception return, the second interception of Andre Savoy tonight, and that is the end of the first half. I'm going to take a look at this one more time. Savoy looking, and Hall just playing a deep center field, waits for it to come to him, and has blockers in front, but a good job of Mitchell making him change his field. And then the Marauders teaming up to drop him to the ground. Down on the field, we have our halftime interviews. Let's throw it down to our reporters right now.
Hi, Coach. Thank you for your time.
You bet.
Your defense is really impressive in the first quarter. How were you pleased with the quick start?
We have a lot of work to do yet. I mean, I think when we're up 21-0 with about 4 minutes in, and then we just have not played well since. So defense is going to play well, but I tell you what, they got some great athletes, and number 20 is just killing us, and so we just got to get on it.
Your defense line has done a good job of containing Jamal Williams. Can they keep up with the second half?
Well, we sure hope so. I'll tell you what, he's a great athlete. We sure hope so.
Thank you for your time, Coach.
You bet.
Back to the booth and Barry Reed.
Thank you very much, Ashton. And there you had it from TCA's coach. Up 28-6, but things to work on. It is halftime here at Gary Berry Stadium, a Week 3 tussle between the Titans and the Marauders, and TCA up on top 28-6. We'll take this quick break and come back for the second half here on the District 11 channel.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Mitchell High School, home of the mighty Mitchell Marauders. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Scott Noller, one of the administrators here at Mitchell, and I want to take you on a tour of our amazing high school.
Welcome to Mitchell High School.
Here at Mitchell, we offer a variety of core and elective curriculum. The core curriculum consists of our English courses, a variety of AP courses within that, math from algebra to AP statistics and AP calculus.
Mitchell High School, where the best is always here.
We have courses from physical science to biology, chemistry, physics, oceanology. Hello, this is Brett Humphreys, our instructor in charge of our biomed program.
We offer 4 classes. First year is Principles of Biomedical Science. Second year is Human Body Systems. The third year is Medical Interventions. And the capstone class is our Biomedical Innovations class.
Our core values and beliefs are that every student can and every student will learn every day. Social Studies, there's a variety of courses including AP Government, AP History. We have a variety of special programs here at Mitchell, including our Air Force JROTC program, Vocational Auto program, NHS, Honors Endorsement program, college preparatory classes that are called CU Gold courses.
Our group is focused on academics, but we require a 3.5 GPA, and we are focused mainly on a lot of community service. We do a lot of community service activities.
HEP is an extra credit for students here because it gives you lots of extra credit hours in community service, but it also incorporates a lot of shadowing for things you plan on doing in the future as a career.
Part of the Mitchell Student Council, or Council.
We help promote activities and make sure people know what's going on.
Show school spirit to the incoming freshmen or people out here.
And try to promote positive attitudes, so make this place a better environment.
Here at Mitchell, we offer a variety of athletic and PE programs One of the programs is the varsity PE, which is only offered to our varsity athletes that come in during 7th hour that can train and do some extra work with their coaches. Also, we offer a different, variety of PE, swim, conditioning courses, and health program as well. We embrace diversity through a variety of multicultural programs. One of those is our Cinco de Mayo Day, our Multicultural Day and recognition. So we offer a variety of 21st century courses that include Cisco networking, web design, and smart homes. Also, we offer a vocational course, our geometry and construction class. Mitchell also offers digital photography and computer apps classes.
My favorite subject is calculus.
My favorite subject is algebra, and one of the things I love about Mitchell is everywhere you go, you feel welcomed and people want to be around you. Feel like you're part of their family, you feel like you want to come here, you don't want to go anywhere else.
In the ACE, Alternative Cooperation Education class, they make banners, they do signs, big production items, they do engraving on metal and wood. At Mitchell, we offer a full complement of performing arts program that includes drama, choir, orchestra, band, guitar, stagecraft, and advanced percussion, drumline.
Welcome to Mitchell High School, home of the Mighty Marauders.
Colorado Springs School District 11 has an exciting new early college program offering high school students the opportunity to earn an associate's degree or up to 60 college credits for free. The Roy J. Wasson Academic Campus is the new location for the early college high school as well as the district's alternative programs, all in one convenient central location. Students will develop a 4-year plan to help determine the college-level coursework needed to support their academic and career goals. Classes will count for high school graduation requirements as well as college credit. Students not completing their Associates of Arts degree or the 60 credit hours that can be applied to a 4-year bachelor's degree within the 4 years will have an opportunity to attend a 5th year to work towards completion. Also located at the Wasson campus is the Bijou School, where students assume responsibility for regular attendance, time management, and self-discipline for their own academic progress. Bijou classes are smaller with individualized instruction based on a rigorous, standards-based curriculum, providing a solid foundation to build promising futures. The Bijou staff creates supportive relationships that offer respect and understanding with students that are keys to a successful education. The Tesla Educational Opportunity School provides young adults who experience difficulties in traditional schools an alternative way to earn a diploma. Tesla offers a middle school, high school, and parenting program that is designed to meet the individual learning styles and needs of the student. The high school offers smaller classes with self-paced instruction so students experience success, putting them on a path to graduation. Springs Community Night School is an innovative educational program for students 17 to 21 years of age, wanting to recover credits for graduation to earn their high school diploma. The school operates from late afternoon into the evening, only 4 nights a week, Monday through Thursday. All students need an opportunity to learn in an encouraging environment that fosters engagement, providing rigorous curriculum and holds students responsible for performing at high academic levels. This is Springs Community Night School. Achieve 612 is District 11's online school, providing students with an academic program built around 21st century skills to prepare them for the future. Achieve 612 utilizes an engaging web and text-based curriculum aligned to local, state, and national standards. Personalized learning is achieved through the use of diagnostic assessment, learning styles inventories, and individual feedback. Achieve 612 is one of the few online schools where opportunities exist for students and families to interact socially through the optional school outings, field trips, and other social events. The Digital High School is District 11's credit recovery program, offering junior and senior students the chance to obtain their high school diploma. Based on the one-room schoolhouse where students simultaneously study several different subjects, Digital High School students are given that final boost they need to graduate with a high school diploma. Career Pathways is a series of articulated educational and training programs and services that enable students to advance over time to successfully higher levels of education and employment in a given industry or occupational sector. The program currently has three main components: automotive, culinary and hospitality, and health science. In automotive, students will explore a variety of hands-on technical approaches to repairs, metalwork, refinishing, window tinting, and glass installation. Culinary and hospitality utilize the ProStart program, which is a nationally certified program and is articulated with Pikes Peak Community College. This program is about the study of food preparation, lodging, customer service, and business management. The Health Science Pathway ensures its students a smooth transition from high school into meaningful employment in the health science field, with classes like law and ethics in health, medical terminology, and EMS first responder. The Adult and Family Education Family Literacy Program has been providing adult basic education, adult secondary education, GED preparation, English as a second language, and family literacy courses in El Paso County since 1964. The goal of the program is to offer motivated adults the opportunity to improve their basic skills, obtain a GED, or improve their English language skills in order to achieve success as parents, citizens, and workers. The Roy J. Wasson Academic Campus, providing excellent, distinctive educational experiences that equip students for success today and in the future. Your future depends on your decisions today. Colorado Springs School District 11. The world is changing. Meet the future.
The mission at Jack Swigert Aerospace Academy is to prepare our students for their future. We will use aerospace to create a unique learning environment that will provide students a rigorous curriculum in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and to provide a safe, secure, and academically challenging environment that will foster creativity and teamwork to produce 21st century leaders.
We have all sorts of after-school activities, not only for the kids, but for the parents. We've got band, we've got drama, we've got choir, and these are just the artsy things.
I'm excited that UCCS is having this pre-collegiate program with Jack Swigert because most of the kids here want to go to college.
Jack Swigert kids are very helpful and smart, and they're very caring too, and you'll love them.
Come visit our school located at 4220 East Pikes Peak Avenue, Colorado Springs, Colorado 80909, USA Earth. Or contact us by phone at 719-328-6600. 6900.
Colorado Springs School District 11 is preparing every student for a world yet to be imagined through innovative technology offered throughout the district. One of the most efficient uses of technology in District 11 is the wireless access that can be found in any building on any of our campuses. Students and staff may bring their own electronic devices and use the Wi-Fi in all of our 52 school sites and administrative buildings. Students in some schools are offered one-to-one personal electronic devices, such as netbooks and laptops, for use both at school and at home. Technology-modeled classrooms help high school students connect to the world through use of web-based video teleconference systems. Many of our students take advantage of online classes as we extend learning beyond the walls of the classroom. In District 11, the world is changing. Meet the future.
Back to the second half here at Gary Berry Stadium. Titans on top of the Marauders, 28-6 here in week number 3. You see the Marauders warming up there. We are waiting to set up our interview with Archie Malloy. Carolyn has Archie Malloy, the head coach of the Mitchell Marauders. Carolyn, take it away.
Your team could have gotten down after falling behind. What does that say about the team's character?
Well, you know what? Our kids have an awful lot of character, and we have an awful lot of pride in what we do. We acknowledge that we made some mistakes, but we don't accept it, and we work to get better every play. And I thought towards the end of the half, we got a lot better.
What will be the most important thing for the Marauders to do in the second half?
We've got to keep that offense off the field. We've got to sustain drives, and we've got to finish drives.
That's the story of the field. Back to the booth with Barry Reed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the thoughts of Archie Malloy as his team is down by 22. A chance at the end and aided by a penalty with an extra shot at the end zone to cut this deficit down to just 14 points with a 2-point conversion. But Mitchell unable to capitalize on that opportunity. They were able to move the ball, got some first downs, but it's been a quick strike and short field position game for TCA as they have started numerous drives inside of Mitchell territory en route to a 21-0 lead in the first quarter, and the 28-6 lead here at half. So we will see how the second half unfolds. TCA started out with it. Mitchell should have it here to start the second half and see if they continue to do the work that they started there at the end of the first half. When my partner Walt Johnson gets back up here, we will get an injury report and injury update on Chris Montoya for the Marauders, who went down there in the second period. As you see, good shot of the Mitchell sidelines in the huddle for special teams, breaking around their head coach, Archie Malloy. But to recap the scoring from the first half, it was Register opening the scoring with a 5-yard touchdown, and then Troop with 2 10-yard runs, making it 21-0. And then after holding Mitchell to a punt, TCA throws deep, Riles to Boussier, make it 28-0. The pitch and catch went 72 yards. But TCA not perfect on the night. 1 interception, 1 fumble. But other than that, not much going wrong. Mitchell is able to capitalize on a 48-yard field after the fumble. And the interception on the opening play, Mitchell was turned around 2 plays later and threw an interception back once again. High driving kick into the end zone off of the impressive leg of Kyle Jacobs, the 5'10" senior kicker. And Mitchell will start the second half of play from the 20-yard line. Mitchell really showing the need to develop a passing game. And we thought we might see a change at quarterback to TJ Conklin. And here it is at the half. Conklin, a little bit more of a pocket passer, a little more precise will start the second half. Mitchell in the eye, receiver left, receiver right. Conklin back, now tries to escape traffic. He'll keep, and he'll be caught from behind and foul forward for a short gain. Jimmy Ambul, the 6-foot defensive lineman, chases down Conklin. Conklin gets ahead for a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Conklin, coming back from bruised ribs suffered in the Erie game, practiced this week without pads, so this is his first time back in pads. And this allows Andre Savoy to move out to tight end. Savoy will set on the right-hand side. Give off to Williams, a nice little hole out across the 25. So Mitchell, partner, doing exactly what they closed out the first half doing, driving the ball down the field.
The problem hasn't been moving the ball. The problem is getting production out of moving the ball.
Johnson brings the play in. Conklin comes in up under center. Backs in the eye. Conklin back throwing out to Russell. This one is gathered in. And Russell spins out of an attempt to tackle at the 40, out to the 43 before he is brought down. Kyle Jacobs in coverage for the Titans. And it'll be a first down. So Conklin looks strong on that out throw. Gets good distance at it and a first down for the Marauders. Now that is going to slow things down and unpack that Titans defense, which is going to be a key if Mitchell is going to mount this comeback.
Yeah, if you can get completions like that, partner, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what Coach Malloy needs right now.
Savoy sets to the left as a tight end, 2 receivers to that side. Blitz coming. Give it to Jamal Williams, and Williams fills the hole. Out to the 50, pickup of about 8 on the play. So bring up a 2nd and 7. Take a look at that play one more time. The blitz coming from the defensive left side, number 57. And then good blocking up the middle. Preston Williams with a good seal block, allowing his cousin Jamal to get ahead for 7. 2nd and 3. Conklin back, ball on the ground. Fight for it, but it looks like Jamal Williams got back on top of it. It'll be a loss of a yard and bring up 3rd and 4. Turnovers have plagued Mitchell this early season. They had 8 in the opener against La Junta. And a couple more in that Erie game at crucial times.
Take a look at this again, folks. Watch the handoff. The handoff just wasn't very clean. And Conklin's coming in for his first bit of action here. Watch right here. You see where that handoff just wasn't very clean at all.
Back to live action in the eye. Conklin back, going to throw the out route to Russell on the other side. And right through the hands of Russell on 3rd and 4 would have been enough for a first down. P.J. Conklin comes out. His first 2 throws are out routes, which are one of the toughest throws for a quarterback. And he has put them right on the money.
Watch this throw right here, folks. Right, you probably couldn't walk it out there any better than he threw it out there. You got to concentrate and watch that ball go into your hands.
Now 4th and 4. Punt formation. Chase Best back. And a short high kick. Takes a bounce. Now getting away from it is TCA. And it will be down at the 27-yard line. So after a good start for the Marauders, they are forced into the punt here. 8:46 left to go in the 3rd, and TCA will have the ball for the first time here in the second half, leading by 22. And quickly to the line. Riles with the pitch on the little end around. That is Troop with the carry, and Troop is across the 30 out to the 34.
You know, Troop, Barry,
And freaking
Watch him on the end around here. Watch him cut back this way. Pretty good running back.
Register breaks 2 tackles up the middle and down the kicks to the outside. Now kicks back inside. Chased down from behind, but all the way to the 30. Johnson makes the tackle, but not until a big game and a first down, all the way down to the Mitchell 30.
Yeah, that's a pretty good run there by Register. Watch as he breaks the tackle right there, partner, that you said. 33 yards later, he's going to be finally brought to the turf.
2 tacklers right at the line. This double wing motion, now the pitch out. This is DeRay around the side with some blockers. Now cuts it back into the middle, back outside, inside the 5. He'll be ahead for a gain of 27 down to the 3-yard line, and it'll be first and goal TCA. So TCA wasting no time after taking over at the 27, moving downfield. Motion once again, give it to Register. Register running off the left-hand side. He'll be stopped just shy of the goal line. And it'll be second and goal inside the 1 for the Titans.
You know, Brian, I bet before the game, if you told Coach Malloy that Register would have 51 total yards at this point, I think he would have taken that. This just shows you the strength of this TCA team, that they've got some players besides Register that can do some things.
Wing, and now the keeper for Riles, and he'll dive over the right-hand side for the touchdown. 7:19 left to go in the third, and it is 34-6 in favor of TCA. On for the extra point will trot Kyle Jacobs. TCA tonight, the formula, great special teams, opportunistic on turnovers, short fields, and hit the big play. That drive of 73 was the longest of the night.
How long have we been talking about how important special teams are, partner, if you want to advance and be a good football team?
Three phases of the game, and let's take a look at Riles diving over the right-hand side.
Right here, in the middle of your screen, folks. I'm going to get that right here. Right here. And he's going to find his way into the end zone right there.
Great push off the right side of that TCA line. We've seen Andre Savoy use the quarterback sneak not only for the touchdown, but for a couple of first downs tonight. So the quarterback's not afraid to get their noses dirty. 35-6. TCA stops Mitchell and then turns around and scores quickly here in the third to steal momentum back.
The only drawback, partner, to having TJ Conklin in at quarterback right now is you don't want to see him getting hit too much with those ribs. So that's the only drawback that I see. But you're right, these quarterbacks have put their noses in, so to speak. By the way, by injury report, Chris Montoya was the marauder that went down. And they're calling it a lower leg injury right now, and they're going to take some x-rays, and he will not return.
Once again, through the end zone, landing on the baseline.
Goodness.
The strength of the leg of Kyle Jacobs. Just 5'8" and 180 pounds, but he gets the most out of that leg.
You ain't kidding. Got to get used to calling that the Eichmann grass, man. Of course, you know Dave Eichmann's going to really appreciate us saying that.
What a great weapon a touchback is, forcing teams to go long distance. Give off the right-hand side. This time I believe it was Preston Williams. He'll be ahead for a gain of nearly 3, bring up 2nd and 7 for the Marauders. Next up for TCA, they have Vista Peak Prep out of Aurora. Jamal Williams off the left-hand side, out across the 25. be 3rd and 5 for the Marauders. And next up for Mitchell, it'll be homecoming, and it will be our Channel 16 game of the week once again as the Harrison Panthers and Al Mello come to Gary Berry Stadium.
Jamal Williams trying to get outside, but the TCA defense was stout on that play, would not let him get those legs churning.
Conklin now back in the shotgun. Gets some times to work, and a little bit high for Russell, and this one's going to be picked. Patrick Gregoria, and he'll return it into the end zone for the touchdown. 35 yards on the return. For the 5'9" sophomore. Take a look at this one more time. Just an overthrow by TJ Conklin.
You know, watch Conklin go back here right now. He's going to throw this ball up here. But he had to throw it high because the underneath coverage would have been in a position to pick it off had it been low. So I have no problem with the fact that the ball was high. It just got a little too high and sailed over the receiver's head, and the defensive back was there to pick it up.
Calvert was on the underside in that coverage. So 41-6 in favor of TCA pending the extra point. And Jacobs true again. And 6 for 6 on the night. There you see and hear the sounds of the Mitchell huddle on that near side. Now the TCA huddle on the far side. Archie Malloy talking to his special teams.
Keep them in the game.
An absolutely beautiful night. Very little wind. Temperatures in the upper 60s at kickoff. And after the last couple of days of monsoonal flow we've had,
a welcome sight.
Flash flooding a day like today where it all clears out and away. Had some blue skies this afternoon peeking through. Just an absolutely beautiful night for football.
What a difference a day makes, Barry. Last night this time we'd have been swimming.
It was kind of funny, some of the pictures posted on Facebook of the stadium with water, with a pool of water on top of it, and saw a picture of Cheyenne Mountain Indian Stadium down there at Cheyenne Mountain High School. The same kind of thing, both turf and the drainage had not kicked in yet, so much water had fallen.
Oh, goodness.
But there was standing water on these fields. I got to thinking, well, what are we going to call it just in case there's water on the field? And it's like, well, how about the Gary L. Berry Aquatic Center?
Now, that just might have worked. Bring some fish in, they would have enjoyed it because it was enough water for them to swim in.
Of course, Vista Ridge and Cheyenne Mountain were supposed to play down at Cheyenne Mountain last night. That game has been put off until Saturday. As Noah Goad, the 5'11", 210-pound junior, puts the wraps to Williams and throws him down after a 1-yard gain.
But I didn't get Jamal Williams' rushing yardage when I was down on the field. I'm pretty sure he had at least 40 yards there. Working on a 150-yard game right now.
He went for 200 against Pueblo County in the loss last week. This time it's going to be a short gain. In for the Titans, Nick Krause, the 6-foot junior, first there. As TCA defense good at swarming.
Well, it makes it easier to be good at swarming, Barry, when you know when a team is one-dimensional. Even though Conklin's in the football game right now, and he can pass the football,
He's not back to 100%.
He's not back to 100%, and you're looking at a 42-6 score. So right now, if you're TCA, you still say, okay, Mitchell's strength is still the running game. If they want to throw the ball around the field, by all means, go ahead and do it. But I'm not going to let you go back to your strength.
2 receivers to the left. Conklin with the delayed give off to Jamal Williams in a big hole. Foot race time. Jamal Williams being chased by Jace Hall. And Williams is going to outrun Hall into the end zone. It goes for 78 yards and a touchdown, and that should put Mr. Williams over the 200-yard mark unofficially. And it puts Mitchell on the board, so the Marauders working on things, down big, able to hit a quick play. 4:14 left to go in the third quarter. And they should go for 2 here now.
Yeah, because the kicking game is just not there. See what the
Preston Williams in the backfield, bunch the receivers to the right. And lob it out there for Russell. And Russell makes the catch for the 2-point conversion. So Dante Russell finds a little space and makes the catch this time. So Mitchell pulls back within 28. Let's take a look at that touchdown one more time. The impressive run by Jamal Williams, covering 78.
Watch this lane here, folks. Watch this lane. When Jamal gets the ball, he's going to cut back into that lane right there. Once he breaks here, no one on TCA is going to be able to catch him. Jace Hall gave it a good shot. He did not have a good angle, and he actually made a good effort to stop that touchdown, Barry, because he didn't have an angle at all, but he was able to close some ground. And now watch the two-point conversion here. Watch this pass from Conklin. That's a nice catch. That's just nice. Nice hands, nice catch on that play.
42-14 in favor of the Titans, but something for the Mitchell crowd to cheer about. TCA calling from their side to watch the onside. Mitchell loads up this near side with players, and they will bounce it up, and this one's gathered in and instantly to a knee. Charlie Calvert, the linebacker, 6'2", 175-pound junior, gathers it in, immediately takes the knee to avoid taking the shot, potential for a turnover. So TCA will start at the 47-yard line. Give it off to Register. Register slips the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And he'll slide ahead for a gain of 6 down to the 47. Tim Allen on the tackle for the Marauders.
He's not fast, Barry, but he's pretty elusive, that Register. He can make you miss.
Register lone in the backfield. Spread the formation. Riles back, throws over the middle, complete. Coming across the middle, Yurkowski, the big 6', 190-pound tight end. Be a first down, move the chains for the Titans. Always a weapon that I prefer is to have a big tight end.
Oh, I tell you what, it is your best friend as a quarterback.
Yurkowski sets up on the right. This time he'll block, screen set up, and Mitchell reads it very well. Heaslip Johnson was in on the intended receiver, Bussieri. It will be 2nd and 10. Now tight double wing. Pitch comes to the right-hand side. And with Convoy out in front, weaving his way through, this is Nick DeRay. And DeRay finds himself inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. They pick up off 20.
Look at DeRay coming around on this side here, Barry. Like you said, he had a convoy in front of him. Nice blocking even after he got past him. 22-yard pickup.
Russell able to shed the blocker. Now around the outside corner, Grab from behind is Troop. And Troop is pulled down by Heaslip Johnson. We got a flag or somebody's shoe back at the 17.
It might have blown a tire. That's a flag, actually. And that'll be holding.
Holding on number 21 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay 1.
Spot of the foul was the 16, so this will come back to the 27-yard line. See if we can find the holding here.
I know who was. It might have been right there. Oh, right there, right there. There it is. Roll that back just a little bit, guys.
Delayed give up the middle for Register, and he's going to be back inside the 15, down to the 14. Pick up of 13 on the play. They'll bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Titans.
1st and 20, so what are you going to do? You get, 2nd and 20, you give the ball to your best back and tell them we'll get you 13 yards. That's not a bad way to play a football game. He's been pretty quiet tonight, Barry. He's got that one big run of 33 yards, but he really hasn't been the factor that we thought he would be.
Mitch Miller, the left tackle, gimping around a little bit in the huddle. Ryle steps up and he's hit from behind and driven to the ground. And he will be spotted down at the 12, so call it a gain of 2.
Miles was lucky to hold on to that football player because the Mitchell defense was coming up behind and he didn't see him.
Stack receivers to the left in a power formation, run the little reverse. And walking into the end zone was Peter Troop, the hat trick for Troop. 3rd touchdown comes from the 12-yard line.
You're going to see Troop come into your picture here from the right wing, and the Mitchell defense kind of lost him when he went in motion, just handling the football, and he was able to get into a seam and get upfield and get that touchdown.
Now on for the extra point. Lilliquist, Josiah Lilliquist, and the kick is up and good. Lilliquist, a 6'1", 170-pound sophomore, gets in on the action. As the Titans are on top, 49-14 now, 1:39 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. TC in control of this one from the get-go. Made the mistake on the opening play, throwing the interception, but then it got it right back on an interception, as you see the TCA cheerleaders over on the far side.
Enjoying this one thoroughly.
TCA in the 3A Southern. Coming up, Vista Peak Prep next week, and then Discovery Canyon against the Thunder, the non-league games left in the preseason, and then Harrison, East, Sierra County, and Central as they look to take the Southern Division. Well on their way to 2-1 on the year.
And by the way, Barry, just as a reminder, running clock in high school does not start until it's a 40-point deficit. Right now, I believe it's at 36, if my math is correct. 35.
But it's East Coast. We'll give it to you. What's one between friends?
There you go.
Touchback once again. Mitchell will start at the 20.
The young man is kicking right now, Barry. He's the young man that sat behind the young man who went to Auburn University. He's down in that Southeast Conference, kicking down there now. But he is in leg strength anyway, every bit as good as the young man that went to Auburn. And there are a few schools that are looking at him to do some kicking too, by the way. Had a chance to talk to the TCA coaching staff. Must be that water up there at TCA. Get those kickers coming out of there, Barry, like that.
Two receivers to the left. Stack the tight end to that side as well. Run Jamal Williams off to the right-hand side. He'll be ahead for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 for the Marauders.
Watch Jamal Williams get that handoff in a nice little lane to cut into here.
Preston Williams, his cousin, doing a good job of clearing a space for him. Once again to the outside, running hard, lowering his pads out to the 29-yard line. In on the tackle, Alex Miller. Georgia, the sophomore, in on the tackle as well. The young man who had the interception return for a touchdown.
And they're strictly playing run.
Showing run blitz and in on, how did Conklin get that handoff off to Preston Williams? Williams gets it, he'll go ahead for 3, and that is a Mitchell first down. But TCA taking a big risk on the A and B gap, and they have been on top of the Mitchell quarterbacks a couple times tonight.
But you don't have to worry about the pass at this point. Conklin, if he had time, could do a play fake.
5-man front, give it off to Williams. Williams with room to run. Close to 10 on the carry as he's out close to the 43. And it will be 2nd and 9, so Mitchell continuing to churn away.
No, they gave him the 10, Barry.
They gave him the 10 for the first down. 17 seconds left to go here in the 3rd.
Right around this end here. Williams goes and gets up enough for a Mitchell first down. I showed you how impressive this young man is, Barry. Even though TCA knows he's going to run the ball, he's still over 230 yards today.
And here he goes again, out for 9 more. Straight up the middle for the Marauders at the end of the 3rd quarter. It is all TCA, 49-14 as we have played through 3.
Nice hard run here by Williams to close out the 3rd quarter. Barry takes that handoff, wants to go right. Then he cut back toward the middle and said, okay, I'll still go right then. Got ahead for 9 yards. That just goes to show you how talented this young man is, Barry. When a defense is geared to stop you, and you still can come up with unofficially 230 some odd yards, that's impressive.
Guys, let's get ready for video 3, please. We had a chance to talk to Jamal Williams earlier in the week and asked him about his new leadership role, and he's a little on the shy side, and here was his answer. But with the kind of performances he's putting up, doing all he can for this Mitchell offense, he has, whether he likes it or not, has a leadership role.
I'm not into the leader position. Because I haven't been here the whole 3 years. I only played 2 years. My sophomore year I didn't play, so I don't think I deserve that to be a leader. So I just follow the people that have been here the longest.
Well, there is a role that young man is going to have to accept the next couple of weeks.
Jamal, I got news for you, son. They're going to be following you, and they're only going to go as far as you take them.
Conklin back looking for Russell. Russell makes the catch. Are they going to give it to him? He was juggling a little bit on the sideline. They will call it a completion at the 17-yard line. So a deep drop for T.J. Conklin looking for Dante Russell down the side on an out and up. And Russell able to haul in the grab. It'll be first down Mitchell.
We have benefit of instant replay, I think, Barry, and I'm going to be curious to watch that one after this play if we've got it.
Now Russell off to the sidelines. Give it to Williams. Start right, jog left, down just shy of the 11-yard line. Pick up of 5, brings up 2nd and 5. Let's take a look at that last catch by Russell. Great job hanging on to it. He never physically lost it, but he was juggling it over there on that sideline.
Yeah, we're going to watch the end of this play here. Now, the end of the play is the important part here, folks. Watch this. Okay, there's the... I don't know.
Around the right-hand side, short gain inside the 10, Jamal Williams.
Hey, guys in the truck, let's save that replay, and when we get a chance, not now, but when we get a chance, we're going to go back to that for a minute. I think I saw something there that I want to make sure I saw.
So Mitchell on the move inside the 10.
Hopefully after Mitchell gets this touchdown, Barry, we can go back to that replay.
Tight end left. Slot to the right. Run Williams straight off the left-hand side down to the just shy of the 5-yard line. That is going to be close to a first down. They're going to give him the 5, and so it will be first and goal from the 5. T.J. Johnson brings the play in, gives it to T.J. Conklin. Williams in the eye. Conklin give it off to Preston Williams, and that was unexpected. Williams is on top of TCA before they know what's coming at him. Preston Williams into the end zone for the touchdown, and Mitchell goes 80 yards for the score.
After this extra point, Barry, we're going to have a chance to take a look at that play again. Well, I guess maybe we'll get it now. Now, folks, I want you to watch the end of this play.
Well, this is the run
this
for
is
the
touchdown. This is the touchdown. That's Preston Williams going in. He'll thank his cousin for getting him down that close. That's all he had to do, like Emmitt Smith used to say.
Crossy filling the hole, but Williams was already past him at the time, and now we've got a jump by the Marauders and a jump by the Titans.
I think it'll be the Marauders, though, Brian. I think they're going to bring them back.
Encroachment on the offense, number 69. Replay the down.
Well, wait a minute. If it's on the defense, then why are they moving back?
No, it was on the offense.
Encroachment,
Offensive encroachment.
Oh, offensive encroachment. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. The old guy gets confused every once in a while, Barry.
Mitchell going for 2 here to try to make it 49-22. Conklin rolling out, receiver covered. Now opens up in the back of the end zone. Conklin waits long enough, avoids the pressure, and makes the throw out there. It is to Jacoby Chalmers. And Mitchell cuts it back to 27, 49-22 with the 2-point conversion.
Okay, let's take a look at that catch again, Barry, on this play here. I'm going to see if I saw what I thought I saw. Now let's watch this at the very end here, folks. See, he's got the ball there, feet down, juggling, foot on the line. Ooh, I don't know if I give him that one.
Mitchell got away with one, folks.
I don't think I give him that one. We have the benefit of instant replay, though, folks. The official does it. Let's watch Conklin on this extra point here, folks. We'll roll that up here for you in a second. My partner said the key word here. Watch the patience here, Barry. Sore ribs and all. He knows he's going to get hit, but he had enough patience to let that play develop. Watch his receiver get behind the TCA defense.
Chalmers getting separation after he was covered on the initial route. But Conklin with the little jump pass, and now a timeout called by TCA.
Timeout, TCA.
Yeah, I think they're a little concerned about the onside kick and what Mitchell might be trying to do to him. So they're going to make sure that their guys know what's going on out there.
10 minutes and 1 second remain here in the fourth quarter. This game in the hands of TCA. They're up by 27, 49-22. But good news for Mitchell. They're still fighting. They're working on some things. They're executing some things. They're able to move the ball, and they've been able to score some points here. So once they get a few things worked out on the defensive side of the ball, Mitchell showing that they could be dangerous, but they have got to get some defensive problems worked out, as you see T.J. Conklin and Dante Russell.
Well, you know,
benefits of that long connection.
Yeah, they're talking about a little bit down there. You know, that's some of what Coach Malloy was talking about coming out of the locker room, Barry, was the character that this team has. And then let's face it, Mitchell, there's some unique issues down there at Mitchell, which makes it a challenge to coach there. and to play there. But these kids, give them credit. They battle.
Moultrie trying that high arcing angle kick, got a little bit too much on it, drove it straight out of bounds. TCA will take over. The Mitchell coaching staff reminding the officials that it's a 35.
Well, what happens is the ball got kicked out of bounds, and since it's a kickoff, it goes back to the 35-yard line. TCA thinks they got the ball where it went out of bounds, but that's not going to be the case.
As it was explained to me one time, it's basically a 25-yard penalty from the 40 to the 35.
Right.
And they will set it on the near hash, since that is the side of the field that it went out of bounds. TCA has 49 in the ballgame. We've got 10 left. Let's see if they choose to add more. And a new quarterback into the ballgame is Austin Burvig, the 6-foot, 185-pound sophomore. Trouble with the snap, but he's able to gather it in, get ahead for 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. So David Burvig able to empty his bench here with the big league late.
Now, what if he's any kin to the coach?
Great penetration by Preston Williams. And he is able to ride the running back down for no gain on the play. Looking for a number on the ball carrier. I know it was a 20-something. Might have been Alex Miller, number 22. Or is it 28? Thomas Ray, 5'7" senior. The fun of a blowout like this. Chase Best makes the tackle for the Marauders on Justin Weeks, who is in, the 5'11" senior, getting some time. 8:50 and counting. There you see the TCA crowd. Let's take a look at this replay as this reverse comes around.
There's a nice block out there. That's not the block in the back. That's a nice block there. And Weeks gets upfield.
Chase Best with the tackle. And flag on the play. Ball start on TCA.
Dead ball. Ball start on the offense. Still first down.
One of the few things they've done wrong tonight.
Students bringing you production tonight, working the cameras, handling our pregame show. Ashton and Carolyn doing a great job with the pregame show, handling the coaches' interviews down there on the sideline. Barry Reed, Walter Johnson in the booth. Ball on the ground, pops right back up and into the arms of Tim Allen. Or on the right-hand side, not much running room for Jace Hall, who is into the backfield now. The 5'7" sophomore, getting some snaps at running back now.
This is what happens when you get a new running back and a new quarterback, Barry. Watch him try to hand this ball off to Chase Hall, and just not putting it right in his stomach there. And the good thing it bounced right to it.
And Allen comes in, makes a sure tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 16. Whistles blow, stopping the play. This could back TCA up 5 more.
Dead ball. Ball start on the offense. Number 12. Replay 2nd down.
So TCA going backwards. It will be 2nd and 21. Ball all the way back to the 44-yard line.
Normally when the officials stop it, Barry, the offense probably won't be happy.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Screen.
And now the screen coming, and that is intended for Hall, a little bit high. Hall puts it on the ground. It will be 3rd and 21. So good experience for these Titans who are the backups, or the majority of players on defense now getting a few offensive snaps with a huge lead. The league for Mitchell, their opening league game is against Coronado on the 5th of October. Woodland Park, Discovery Canyon, and Lewis Palmer. Of course, Coronado and Discovery Canyon making this a two-team league the way they're playing, both 3-0. And this one's going to be intercepted by the Marauders at the 35-yard line. The intended receiver, I believe, was Troop down there.
They have a Marauder hurt too, Barry.
One of the Marauders is down. Take a look at this last play.
Now watch when he drops back to throw this ball. Burbick's going to just toss this thing up because he thinks he's going to receive a opening up, but good recovery by the safety. That's Williams over there.
For injury.
Jensen and Weeks were the two receivers in the area for TCA. But it is the Marauders with the interception. Mitchell fell to Pueblo County last week, 50-30. And talking with Archie Malloy, who's standing over his injured player right now. At one point, it was 28-24, and Mitchell had the momentum after a couple of quick scores. But then some defensive failures allowed County to run the score back up and turned into a 20-point victory. As they work on the injured Marauder, let's take a look at our last chance that we talked with Jamal Williams this week about lessons he's learned within the first two games running as the main tailback of this Mitchell offense.
I don't think I'm really fast, but I'm fast enough to just beat people on the outside, then to run up the middle. Yeah, and the offense blocks, and Preston doesn't miss a block, but they're just people, the team send so many guys up the middle that if I can't get the middle, I just bump outside. All of our plays, I went up the middle. If I didn't, I just, bumped outside. So it was just like we were running sweep the whole game.
You see evidence of that tonight. Mitchell a little one-dimensional, so Mitchell has had great success running up the middle tonight, but teams pinched down on that and forced that, and he has learned that he's got enough speed that he didn't think he had to kick it outside. So learning process for this young junior. He'll get another carry, and he will go down in a pile. Once again, that is Josh Dillon, the 6-foot senior, 220 pounds. He has been a handful tonight for this offensive line for the Marauders.
Well, Mr. Williams can be as modest as he wants to be, but unofficially, I got him for 40 carries and a little over 250 yards tonight. And he found some speed somewhere to get that. So he's a little quicker than he wants to let people realize.
78 of that on one play. TJ Johnson from TJ Conklin out to the 44-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7 on the play.
Nice quick pass here. We're going to get a chance to see that.
TJ Conklin working on some things. Just a quick hit. Good job having a blocker out in front. Good stiff arm there. 3rd and 3. 6 minutes left to go here in the 4th. And Preston Williams gets the quick hitter up the middle. He'll pick up 2. And it will be 4th and about a yard. Archie Malloy calls TJ Conklin over to the side. Might as well go for it.
Oh, no doubt.
Nothing to lose at this point.
No,
chance to work on some things for later in the season.
There is